Okay, we're recording. Hello and welcome to the IUS Horizon podcast for 2026. I'm Ron Allman. I'm professor of media and journalism at Indiana University Southeast. I'm also the director of student media, and we, as a media outlet, Horizon Media, twice a week, we like to stream online a live podcast that is not only available through YouTube, but also through Spotify and other locations yet to be named. And today we're just going to go around and introduce ourselves to you all and uh, hopefully tell a bad joke or two. And uh, let's see, what do you need to know about us in general? Indiana University Southeast is in New Albany, Indiana, which is just across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. Let's see, it's cold out right now. It's January 26th, and that big snowstorm just went through, and tonight it's supposed to be wind chills into the negative, so that's why we're doing this online. Our basic topics are general interest topics to college students, especially college students in southern Indiana or northern Kentucky, and hopefully we're entertaining, enlightening, and at least worthy of a subscribe. So that's my bit. Let's actually, in my upper left-hand corner, I have Bianca. Bianca, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little about yourself and all that other good stuff.
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Bianca. This is my second semester in the podcast. I was not here last semester, but I was here last spring. I am a journalism major and I'm in my senior year, so I graduate this spring, which I'm super excited about. And now is it time for my dad joke? Is that what that is?
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. So my dad joke is, what do you call a reluctant potato?
Oh, I don't have an answer for that.
Any guesses, anybody? No? Okay. A hesitator.
I get it.
I thought it was funny, but
I like it. Yeah. I think everyone else is laughing. They just have their microphones turned
okay.
off. That's what it is. So,
Fingers crossed.
yeah. All right. Next, I have Jackson. Jackson.
Hey! Hi, my name is Jackson. I was here last semester and was a part of the crew. Um, I have a cheesy dad joke as requested. What award did the man who made the first knock knock joke get?
The Who's There Award? I don't know.
The Nobel Prize.
Uh,
Yeah, there's my joke. Pleasure to see you all again.
you didn't say what your major and year
Oh,
were.
yes. I am a sophomore going on to be junior after this semester, and my major is multimedia journalism.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. All right. Liliana, there you are.
Hello, my name is Liliana. I am a OrCom major with a minor in HR. This is the first semester of my senior year, so I'll be graduating this coming December. And my dad joke was, why did the scarecrow win an award?
Mm,
Because
why?
he was outstanding in his field.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. You do know you have antlers coming out of your head.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, something that, since I teach visual communication, photography, broadcast, all that other good stuff, yeah, pay attention to what's in the background.
Yeah.
Sometimes you embarrass yourself a little bit more than you're intending to. So, but I like them. Did
Thanks.
you earn
Um,
those?
they're my uncles out from my grandma's farm, and I brought them home to try to like restore them and fix them.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's kind of been put on the back burner and hanging up there for a minute. So,
Yeah. Well, I certainly understand that. So, all right. Kylie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi. I'm Kylie. I'm a senior, but I won't be graduating until like a year and a half. That's a long story. But my major is interdisciplinary studies, but I do have a focus in journalism, obviously, which is why I'm here. And my dad joke is, when does a joke become a dad joke? Does anybody know?
I don't have an answer for that.
When it becomes apparent. Get it?
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right. Greg.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't have a mic on my PC, so it's or whatever it's called, camera. That's what it's
Ah,
called. I don't have a camera, so just gonna have to bear with the mic only. So I'm Greg Enders. I am in my final semester of my degree. So I am majoring in digital media and storytelling, but I'm, doing this all for sports media.
mm-hmm.
Um, so, and I don't have a dad joke. I'm terrible at coming up with jokes on the spot. So that's it.
You could have Googled.
No, there's no fun in that. I gotta think of one myself, or else I'm just cheating.
There is that. Yeah. So, all right. All right. Veronica, there you are.
I'm Veronica. I am a geoscience major, but I minor in multimedia journalism. I
Okay.
am a sophomore, and my dad joke, this is horrible. Why shouldn't you trust trees?
Why shouldn't you trust trees?
Because they seem shady.
That's a really good one.
I like that. Yeah. All right. Bunch of joke tellers. So, all right. Let's see. Is that Morgan on there that I haven't called yet? Or Elizabeth? Uh, well, if I haven't called you, please introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Gian Riley. It's just this account that I'm using. It's my sister's. I didn't have time to change it,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay. All right.
Yeah, but my name's Gian. I'm a junior here at IUS, and I'm majoring in communications, multimedia, and journalism.
Okay.
And do you guys know what the best thing about Switzerland is?
Mm, I would imagine the chocolate, but
Well, for one thing, their flag is a big plus.
uh, I heard that one before. I should have remembered it. Yeah,
Thank you.
but it is a big plus. So, all right. Well, I have a question for you all. Um, I'm always surprised that, I'll run into a student that hasn't seen any Star Wars movie from a New Hope to uh, The Rise of Skywalker or anything in between. Are there any popular movies out there that you all haven't seen? Something like that. With me, it would have to be probably both Godfather 1 and Godfather 2. Now, I've seen bits and pieces on TV as we, uh, flip through the channels and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever sat down, watched it from beginning to end. And, with it being such a culture defining movie, it's a little bit weird. So, do you all have a movie like that you probably should have seen but haven't seen? And how can we correct that?
I
Just,
have never seen the first Star Wars movie, actually.
but you have seen others?
No, I actually really have never really watched Star Wars. That is not my thing. But Harry Potter, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can certainly change that. Um, I know last semester we were talking about having like a movie night, and it wouldn't be a podcast or anything like that, just class bonding and stuff like that. But how have you avoided Star Wars?
It's just it really isn't my type of movie. I've never really been interested in it. I've seen bits and pieces from like my childhood friends and stuff where
Right.
they used to try to get me into it, and I'm like, no, this is just I can't. It doesn't keep my attention.
I can see that. Yeah. All right. Anybody else have a situation like that?
I've never seen any of the like Lord of the Rings stuff. I
Ooh,
don't know if it's like how many movies or what, but I always hear people talk about it, but it's just something I've never looked into enough to actually go and watch.
right. Well, I will say, each one of the movies is terribly long. And then if you're going to watch, three of them together, that's a lot of time to dedicate to one movie, you know?
Yeah, I might make it through one.
Yeah. It's good. Of course, it's fantasy, and what turns some people off with fantasy movies is weird names, and people get very into soliloquies. They just want to talk about everything, and you start to nod off. So, uh, but yeah, I saw all those movies in the theater when they first came out, and it was a lot of fun. And of course, own them on DVD. Does anyone even have DVDs anymore, or is it just me? Just me. Okay.
I do. I actually watched a couple movies on VHS tapes the other day with my mom. So,
Really?
yes.
That's great. My brother-in-law just retired. Well, I guess he's been retired about a year, but um, he's been going through his tape cassette collection, and it's like, dude, just throw them away. I mean, but he found a one cassette that is actually selling on eBay for upwards of $90. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you can sell that one. Yeah. Excuse me. Still have that little cough that I started at the beginning of the year and just haven't been able to get rid of for whatever reason. So, all right, let's talk about music for a second then. What cover song do you prefer over the original song? Any cover song. Uh, with me, we're kind of going into the Wayback Machine here, but Nothing Compares to You. Uh, uh, what Sade O'Connor. And of course, the original is by Prince. So, and if you ever heard the Prince version, nah, totally different. And the cover is definitely better. So, how about you all?
I I mean, I kind of got one. It's not really a cover, but I prefer Metallica's One, the actual music video, over than like the Spotify and just music. I think it like ties it in really well.
I can see that. Nobody else has a cover that they like over.
Well, well, I didn't know it was a cover until like much later, like after I was already listening to it. But
Right,
Blinded by the Light, and originally written by Bruce Springsteen and
right,
then covered by Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
right.
I
Yeah,
prefer the cover by the rock band.
right. Yeah. Bruce's version, not good at all.
Mm,
You know, you can't really tell what he's saying, but at least he knows how to say revved up like a deuce better than Manfred Mann does. So, but I think Bruce Springsteen's never had a number one song that he's performed, but he has had number one songs that he has written. So,
mm,
yeah. And yeah, not winning any favors with the president lately. So, but
yeah.
hey, he's the boss, right? He can do what he wants.
Hmm.
Uh,
Most of the songs I listen to that are covers that I like better, I never usually knew that they were a song before then. Like this is gonna sound blasphemous, but I didn't know "Knocking on Heaven's Door" was Bob Dylan. I just thought it was Guns N' Roses.
yep. Yeah. And of course, Dylan has a very distinct voice, and that can be off-putting too. And there's a lot of covers of Dylan songs that have been a lot more popular than what Bob did. So, uh, have you seen the documentary where they um, it's behind the scenes of "We Are the World"? And Bob Dylan really can't sing his part until Stevie Wonder starts making fun of Bob Dylan, like, "Hey, Bob, this is how you would sing it," and starts doing a really bad Bob Dylan impression. And it was after that, it's like, yeah, I got it. And he sang it just like that. So it's
I've never
funny.
heard of that.
Yeah, it's a good behind the scenes, a lot of, well, stars from the 80s and 90s and such, but uh, just some, strange things that happened behind the scenes, who the divas were and, who were the down to earth people and, who had to be replaced at the last minute, Prince being the obvious one. And I watch a lot of documentaries and I like movie and sports documentaries as well as, true crime or, anything like that. So, but, uh, all right. One last question, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. But what's the most underwhelming tourist trap you've ever seen? You traveled miles to go see the biggest ball of,
Um,
yeah, it just didn't live up to expectations there. For some reason, my computer decided it's going to change all my settings. There I am. Hi. So, let's see, tourist places that I went to that were underwhelming. The Alamo. Uh, Usually, when I would take, I used to live in Texas for, geez, more than a decade. But whenever I would take someone to the Alamo, I would try to see how far we could walk past it before they noticed it, because it's not as big as you think. It's in the middle of downtown. And when you're about to walk across it, um, you know, you walk by a Dillard's and then yeah, the Alamo's over to the right. And if you're not focused on that side of the street, you can walk right past it and not notice it. So, but to tie in the music thing, Ozzy Osbourne was banned from Texas for a long time because he had to go to the bathroom one night and decided to do that on the side of the Alamo. And yeah, Texans don't take kindly to that. So, any tourist place you went to and you just went, this is underwhelming.
I kind of felt that way about the White House. I don't know if
Hmm.
that's like, I don't know. I was just there and I looked at it and I was like, this is it? Like, I always imagined it was like some big like thing after seeing it on the news all the time and obviously like growing up. But then when
Hmm.
you're there, it's kind of just there.
Right.
Like, I thought the Washington Monument was way more interesting than the White House.
Yeah. And now it's one third smaller, so oh, come on, these are great ice-breaking questions.
Mine is a little bit niche. So
Okay.
like uh my family goes to the island of Terceira, which is an island in the Azores. Like we've done it a few times just because it's families from there.
Yeah.
I've been there like about 3 times in my life. Is my mic still working? Sorry, it just saw the green didn't work for a bit. Sorry, but been there a few times. And one time they said that we had to climb, they made us climb a mountain on the island because they told us that there's this very beautiful lake at the top. And many people on the island, they never even get to see the lake. So like we get to climb the mountain and see this lake that like few people in the world ever got to see. But I was 12 years old and I hated the outdoors and I hated the climb up. And the lake sucked. It was a bad lake. I hate it. It looked horrible. It wasn't even a good lake.
Hmm. Well, that's definitely one I haven't heard before, and yeah, I can see that. Impressions of a 12-year-old as opposed to adults looking at it and being completely entranced by it or something. So
I would have been fine if it was a beautiful lake, but I can't even give it that.
yeah, yeah. Well, maybe your definition of lake is a little different. Um, I was spent my childhood in Rochester, New York, which is right on Lake Ontario. And we were there last year, and I told my wife, "Yeah, we're staying on the lake." And the Airbnb we rented was literally on the lake. Um, the outdoor patio was over the lake. And when we got there, she goes, "Oh yeah, I forget. What you think of as lake is different from me." She's thinking like something you can see the other side of, because she's from South Carolina. It's like, no, this basically you're on a freshwater ocean as opposed to a lake, and it was cold. It was October and it was very, very cold. Not as cold as it out right now, but pretty close. So, all right. Well, this is about the length of our regular podcast. We try to keep it between uh, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. But if we're rolling, we keep on rolling. So um, this is us. Welcome, and hope to be seeing you all in the near future when we cover some other topics. And speaking of which, I did not take a photo of the whiteboard last week to uh, have a list of our topics, but does anyone remember a topic that you feel we should cover on Wednesday?
I'm cool with whatever.
You're cool with whatever. Okay. Jackson, Bianca, you
Yeah.
remember one or
I'm cool with whatever as well. I'm pretty chill.
okay. All right. Well, if we're on campus, we'll just pick one off the board. If we're not on campus, we'll have to figure something else out. But
We could get creative.
the what?
We could get creative.
Oh yeah, we can always get creative. I never worry about media people being creative. So, all right. Um, this is it for us. I'll see you all hopefully on Wednesday. Keep warm, and well, I'll talk to you all later.